Hi there, welcome. My name is Rusty Humphries. This is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. We're going to get started in just a couple of seconds. First thing first, check in. Let me know who you are, where you're a deplorable from. We want to say hi, give you a little love that you deserve. Okay, do that right now while you can. A lot of people jump in. I can't read everybody's name, so do it now while you can. Okay, that's number one. Number two, today's program is being brought to you by the nice folks at virtualshield.com. What is Virtual Shield? Well, you have an internet service provider, and that internet service provider is most likely selling your search history to other companies. If you don't want them to do that, if you want to make it hard for them to do that, subscribe to Virtual Shield and get your own virtual private network. Do that right now, well, after the show, but make sure you write it down, virtualshield.com/Rusty. Want to thank our nice friends at Right Wing News for powering the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Also, the great folks at Liberty One TV. If you would, please go and subscribe to Liberty One TV or check out what they're doing. Maybe get a t-shirt, some coffee, a mug. A great way to help support this show and a number of great shows that are happening every day. Great conservative shows happening every day here on Liberty One TV. Well, let's take a quick look and see who we got going on here. Let's see here. Mark is a deplorable from Iowa. Hello. Justin is there. Kara is there. Chris is from New Hampshire. My question of the day is, does CNN really suck? We'll get to that in just a second. Mary Ellen says, yes, CNN sucks. They are fake news. Pat's there from Marion, New Jersey. Fred's checking in. Mark is another deplorable from Iowa. Jerry is in East Tennessee. William is there. Fran is there. Donald in Kansas City. Hey, Donald, how you doing, brother? I love Kansas City. David is a deplorable from Manila, Philippines. Carolyn checking in, say it's been a stormy day in Central E. Where's Central E? What am I missing? Michael there. Hello. Linda's there. Fran. Hi. Brian. Hello. Mary says, hi, Rusty. I'm a Central or Northern California conservative. Never deplorable here. Libby is a deplorable. Sin is California deplorable. Making America great again. Nelson is there. James looking. Checking in. Jackie says there's truckloads of deplorables in Cape Coral, Florida. Jim is from the deep south, Texas. Libby's there. Fran, Randy, Oklahoma school teacher. Deplorable from Illinois is Jessica. And Frank is an Aussie deplorable. Robert is a deplorable from Oregon. Okay. I'm going to get to that in just a second. By the way, don't forget, my book is out there, 7 Ways to Win Political Debates with Your Liberal Family and Friends, and still keep them as family and friends. This is the book that you need if you know you're going to be dealing with friends that are liberals, family members that are liberals, and they're just infuriating. But you don't hate them. You want to still have them in your life. How do you deal with them? Get the book. It's only available at Amazon. Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and on audio version on audible.com. Okay, let's see here. Oh, so Trump went and gave a speech today, and he's in Florida. And as he's given the speech, Jim Acosta, who is the worst piece of garbage from CNN, he's out trying to do a report, and take a look how the audience in Tampa, Florida, is reacting to Jim Acosta here on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Here we go. He can barely even do his report. The crowd is all chanting, CNN sucks, CNN sucks, CNN sucks. Blacks for Trump. Women for Trump, make America great. I mean, the list is on, and there are all kinds of people out there. You know, this is the thing that is what you have to appreciate about Donald Trump, and what you have to love about Donald Trump is he's really speaking to the people. And you could say, well, he's not speaking to every person, and there's a lot of people that hate him. There are, but it's so funny because these are the same people that loved Donald Trump when he was on television. These liberals loved Donald Trump when he was doing stuff with Hollywood. They would ask him for money. All of a sudden, he's out there and supporting America, and they hate him. And they can't understand it. It's shocking. Here's a quick question. Somebody posted this on Facebook. I'm curious what you think. Should Trump enforce a 10% tax on wired money to Mexico, which is about $30 billion each year to pay for the wall? Would you support that? Thumbs up if yes. Frowny face if no. Now, I got to be honest. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think that we do not do enough to hold Mexico. And it's not just Mexico, by the way. There's a lot of countries that I would think if you're sending cash to a country that we know has a large illegal immigrant population, that country should be held accountable, don't you? Let's see. Taking a look over here at the American Patriot. Great website, great Facebook page, by the way. Ian's checking in. James is in Tennessee. Sandy's in Michigan. Mikers says, we don't talk politics. Oh, when you're talking with your liberal family and friends, listen, that's the problem. Don't allow them to win. Here, again, if you get this book, 7 Ways to Win Political Debates, Your Liberal Family and Friends, you'll still keep them as family and friends if you follow this. Heck, Stacey Dash loves the book. See, she says that. She loved the book. And Ben Shapiro and Scotty Nell Hughes. Anyway, it's not a long book. It's less than 100 pages. You can read it in a short amount of time, but it's going to give you the tips and techniques to really make your conversation with family and friends that might not be as conservative or might not like Donald Trump, help you get along with them, and it'll make a big difference. Let's see here. Mike's in Louisiana. Sandy loved the screaming of CNN sucks. Me too. Donna loves her president. Shannon's there in Idaho. Sandy says 100% support it. Should we enforce a 10% tax on wired money to Mexico? And I say again, not just Mexico. Any country with a very large population of illegal immigrants. Would you support that? Give me some thumbs ups. I want to see if you support that. Or if no, Rusty, I hate that. That's just mean and racist. Give me the frowny face. I want to see what you have to say. Because we just can't afford to have these open borders. No matter what the left is saying, no matter how much they yell and scream, these children who are out on the streets covering their faces because they don't want mommy and daddy to find out it's them and maybe have their trust fund money taken away. Dan says, I just got on. What are we talking about now? We're talking about a bunch of things. Oh, and Nelson says, Shapiro rocks and so do you. Well, thank you very much. Ben's an old friend of mine. Known him since he was like 14 years old. We're talking about a lot of things, but right now I'm curious about this idea of taxing money going out of the country that's being wired to families back in countries that have a very large population of illegal immigrants that have come into America. We have a problem that we've allowed children to overtake the conversation. I believe these children have been brainwashed in colleges and in high schools and in elementary schools. This has gone on since the 60s. Those 60s radicals have now grown up and have infested and been a cancer that have infiltrated our schools. And now, well, this is what we have. These are the kind of children that we're dealing with, and it's partially scary. It's also just disgusting. Check this out.
So I ask you when you go home, be grateful that you have your kids. And remember that people in power, the white supremacy, that these institutions, they will never recognize your humanity. They want to commit genocide.
Okay, I'll let her talk in a minute. So, white supremacy, you want to commit genocide. Here she is in a designer t-shirt. Her friend's holding a Bernie Sanders. Look at this, a Bernie Sanders bullhorn. That's a couple $100 bullhorn. And she just yap. And no idea what the hell she's talking about. None whatsoever. But let's let her yap. Claudio says this is going on Brazil too. Interesting. Molly saying hi. Hi, Diane. How are you? Yvonne says, yep, the kids are definitely brainwashed. She also says, I'll donate to build that wall. Just ask me, Mr. President. Linda says, tell this girl to shut up. Well, let's listen to her a little bit more. I believe in freedom of speech, even though she doesn't.
And you read about it in history and you let it happen. How dare you?
Quit your job! Quit your job! Quit your job! Quit your job!
Quit your job. Oh, that's what nice.
Stop the deportation! No borders, no walls! Stop the deportation! No borders, no walls! Stop the deportation!
Have you heard the recordings of the children stating where they are? They say they're from El Salvador. They say from their Honduras and Guatemala. These kids don't just speak Spanish.
I got to be honest, this woman screaming at me right there, I don't know what she said other than Guatemala. She's screaming at the top of her lungs. I don't know what she's saying. And no borders, no walls, stop the deportation. No borders, no walls, stop the deportation. It's a new rhyme. I've never heard it before. Good for them. Kara's saying, pay my bills, pay my bills. I do kind of like no borders, no walls, stop the deportation. I really want to know what they think happens if we have no borders, no walls, and we stop the deportations. What happens? Things are going to get better? For who? Where? This is not all high tide lifting all boats. This is making everybody worse. I guess that's what they're looking for. Haters gonna hate, says Gail. The left are just ugly, hateful people. Red wave coming this November, says Yvonne. Tess says everybody vote red. All right, let's hear some more from this commie here. Just for a moment. It's kind of fun to hear what they have to say.
These kids don't even speak English. A lot of them are indigenous. They don't know how to communicate with people who are trying to help them. How scared would you be if you were put in a situation like that?
All the walls have got to go. All the walls have got to go. No justice, no peace. No racist police. No justice, no peace.
All right, looking at them, they're missing one thing. Look very closely. I think here's a chant. Okay, they no justice, no peace. She's upset because the kids don't speak English. Now, my first thing would be, why are you supporting the abuse of the child, bringing them across the border to a country where they aren't legally supposed to be there? But they're missing one chant. What do you think? No soap, no soap, no shower. Let's see, it should be no shower, no soap. We don't want to smell good, nope. No shower, no soap. We don't want to smell good, nope. No shower, no soap. We don't want to smell good, nope. I think that's the one they should be doing. I just made that up. Let's see here. Jorge says, I like my tea, my border with ice. Oh, I like my tea like my border with ice. That's funny. I like that one, Jorge. That's good. I want borders. You have no country without them. TA says, vote red. Ricky liked that one. Do what you would do. Follow them home and check their green cards. No welfare. No help. Now you gotta have like 3 or 4. You gotta rhyme it better. Come up with some new chants for them. So far I like mine best. No shower, no soap. We don't want to smell good, nope. Can you come up with a better chant for them? Let's continue their tantrum. Here we go.
Refugees are welcome here.
ICE does not want to let us in their building.
Wait. What? Wait a second. ICE doesn't want to let you crazies in the building? What? Oh my God. I'm so surprised because you seem so sane. ICE doesn't want to let us in the building. Yeah, as Israel says, maybe these kids need to move to Venezuela and have their dreams come true. It's a good idea. Wow. Baruch says, let's get a liar for president. Well, we had one under Obama, and we've kind of kicked those guys out. We're trying to move forward. By the way, I'll come back to the crazy in a second. There is a very interesting video out that Newt put out. And I thought this was interesting because what would have happened had Hillary won? And why is what going on so important? You know, what difference at this point does it make? It makes a big difference. You know, the phony baloney Russia thing is not as big as what could have happened. The most sobering political scandal in American history.
When you realize that the number one leader of the FBI, the number two leader of the FBI, both clearly broke the law, when you realize that there was a systematic effort to cover up for the Clintons, with immunity being given to people, with all sorts of weird things going on, and then you look at how viciously they went after the Trump supporters, you have to conclude that this was the greatest abuse of bureaucratic power at any point in the history of the deep state, and that it had Clinton won, they would have covered the whole thing up, and we would be living in a country with a very corrupted Justice Department and a very corrupted Federal Bureau of Investigation. So I feel doubly grateful that Trump won, because I think the danger of Clinton would have been so horrendous.
He's 100% right, Newt, as usual, and breaks it down on the importance of Hillary losing and us finding out of these nasty things that have been going on with the weaponization of our federal government. All right. Oh, we got some good chants in here. Let's see here. Rolly is, we smell bad. We love illegals. We give fleas to your beagles. It's not bad. We smell bad. We love illegals. We give fleas to your beagles. Kara's got one. Stinky breath and matted hair. We don't change our underwear. Stinky breath and matted hair. We don't change our underwear. That's good. That's a good one. Ricky checking in from Iowa. Gary saying hello. Pam's there. Molly. Jeez, let's see here. Carol's, Alice says, hey, Rusty. Hey, Alice. How you doing? No welfare. No Medicare. We don't want you anywhere. Okay, that's close. We got to get the meter a little bit. Let's see. It'd be no welfare or Medicare. We don't want you anywhere. I like it. We got to get the meter better. That's a good idea, though. Carol's, we need to build the wall. Ha, you're so funny. Do they have no jobs, no school, or I guess they're living off us? Well, they're probably not living on. Some of them are. A lot of those are usually rich children who never had to worry about anything. And so mom and dad are taking care of it, or they're off on school, and who knows what the heck. Mary says, Hillary would not rule with any rhyme or reason. She's corrupt, and money is her god. Let's see. Gerald says, in a very corrupt Republican Party. I'm very upset at both parties, Gerald. And the idea that the Republican Party, for example, I like the Koch brothers. I met one of them once in an elevator for 10 seconds. I had done some stuff with Americans for Prosperity. They'd always seemed like good people, and usually were right on the money. And then this whole Trump thing came, and they hate Trump. And I think I figured out. Tell me what you think. Notice how all the really rich guys hate Trump. Warren Buffett hates Trump. Mark Cuban hates Trump. Hollywood hates Trump. The Koch brothers hate Trump. You know what I think it is? I think that they think they should have been president, not him. Oh, well, he's not as rich as me. I should have been president. Well, then why didn't you run? Maybe you would have been. Or maybe you weren't as good as Trump. But I think there's a lot of jealousy with rich people or Hollywood people who think it should have been them or their buddy instead of Trump. What do you think about that? Carol Lee is in Eastern Washington, not liberal Western Washington. Carol Lee, my brother lives in Walla Walla, and I'm going to be up there in a couple weeks. Ooh, here, Pam's got one. Here we go. No welfare. No welfare. No health care. We don't need their Obamacare. That's close. Luis is checking in, saying hello. Pat says, make America great again. Tony says, drain the swamp. Donna says, MAGA. By the way, there's some great new swag at liberty1tv.com. And really good people run this company, this broadcasting network. There's some good shows on there. And if you haven't checked them out, I wish you would. And if you're looking for some kind of a conservative T-shirt or a coffee or something, if you just spend a couple of bucks every month or so, you could really make a difference. People say, well, I don't want to do something because it's not going to make a difference. It really will make a difference. And I really support liberty1tv.com. I wish you would too. I think you should. There are some wonderful shows on there and some good people, but it's supported by you. And if you don't support them, we go out of business. So please, would you please go to liberty1tv.com and see if there's something, a T-shirt or a mug or something that you could buy or subscribe. It would really make a difference, okay? Let's see here. Luis just finished watching the president's rally in Tampa, Florida, giving it a thumbs up and an American flag. I saw part of it. I liked it. I talked about this yesterday. People are saying, oh, Trump, he's just cheerleader for America. Yes! We need a cheerleader for America. All Obama did for 8 years was talk about how much we suck. No, you know what it sucks? You want to know what sucks in America? These kids. These kids are the ones that suck. Sitting around talking about how bad America is, how bad everybody is, how the only people that are good are them and illegal immigrants. Well, I'm sick and tired of them.
Before we got here, they set up police fencing so that we could not even get close to the doors, to our federal building doors.
Dumbasses.
They sent a message to their employees to not come into work today. Which we actually think is a great thing. Don't come to work any day. Yeah!
I know if you're listening to the podcast, you can't see this, but take a look at these kids. I mean, these are children. I'm not even sure that girl in the black T-shirt can drink alcohol yet. The green T-shirt one, maybe. Again, aren't these just children? All right, here's another chant. Our signs are dumb and so are we. Watch me stop and take a pee. How much it costs, we don't care. Support us all, it's only fair. That's pretty good, Raleigh. That's good. Starbucks Social Darwins. Mary says, let's face it, there's corruption everywhere. This is why we have to get out and vote. Koch brothers are conservative, according to Wikipedia. Listen, Steve, the Koch brothers have been pretty good. I don't really have a problem with the Koch brothers, but this thing of trying to pick fights with Donald Trump, I don't think is smart. And they have supported a lot of good conservative causes for many years. Let's see here. Lakita says, I don't believe all the polls either regarding the Democrats taking the House either. Who are the pollsters talking to anyway? Well, they're talking to the same ones they talked to before the election of Trump. Nancy says it's a bunch of brainwashed snowflakes. Yes, let's watch just a couple more minutes because I do find them rather entertaining. They're very funny to me. This is like watching some of the best stand-up ever to me. I don't know who you like as a great stand-up comic, but to me, this is as good as any stand-up comedy I've ever seen. All right, quit your job. Well, they don't have jobs, so why should the ICE people, why not them quit their job? Let's just all quit our jobs. Let's just all quit our jobs. Wouldn't it be great? Dumbasses. Let us in. You know what we should do? I got an idea. We should do the exact same thing at a college. And we should be screaming outside their classrooms. I don't know, some of these humanity programs that are brainwashing these idiots. Well, you can't come in here. You don't belong. Okay, well, let us in. We should be screaming, quit your job, quit your school, quit your school, quit your brainwashing, or something. Nelson says, this is funny. Keep showing it. Rolly's a Bobcat Goldthwait. I met Bobcat Goldthwait once. We had about a 4-hour conversation. He's really smart, believe it or not. A great guy. Anyway, let me get back to the comedy here of the left. Here we go.
The break. Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets!
I think for it to be your street, you probably had to have paid taxes once in your life, so I'm not sure it's your street, but that's just me.
Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down!
When I say shut down, you say...
All right, hold on. Laura's got a champ too. Hey, it's okay. My parents pay for it. Can I see? Hey, it's okay. My parents pay for me every day. I'm doing that wrong, I know, but I think you got that one, Laura. Hey, it's okay. My parents pay for me every day. That's not bad. All right, back to the... I want more of your chants. Go ahead.
Shut down!
ICE!
Shut down!
ICE!
Shut down!
ICE!
Shut down!
ICE!
Shut down!
ICE! Fuck your borders! Fuck your walls! We will make your system fall! Fuck your borders!
Oh, that's good. Okay, so, again, we're going to make your system fall. We're going to make America's not great. They don't want to make America great again. They want to make America suck again. They want to make America worse than ever. Hearing some kind of noise. That's weird. All right. By the way, have you shared the video today? Have you given me some thumbs ups? Give me some thumbs up, some likes, some hearts, and share the video. Share the video. Share the video. Share the video. Share the video now. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I got low battery. Hold on. Where's my cord? Oh, well. Brainwash snowflakes. Quit your job, then go on welfare. When they're saying ice cream, you scream, what? Who flips the bill for these? Follow the money. These people are anarchists, says Ted. Lakita says, where did the parents go wrong about raising so many lazy kids? Although universities have really indoctrinated their children to push their socialist agenda. Sean is checking in from Atlanta. Mary says, Soros still paying them to demonstrate? Absolutely. I think this is a lot of Soros. There's another story I'm sure you heard about it. I may get to it in a minute. Facebook has now found out that Russians are now infiltrating Facebook again. Baloney. I don't buy it. George Soros, I buy. Russians, I don't. And even if they did, I don't think it's effective. George Soros and his dirty, stinky, evil money that's being spread all over the world to make the world a worse place so he can bet against the world in their stock markets and make tons of cash like he did in the UK. That's all George Soros is trying to do. He's trying to take the world down so he can profit on it. He's trying to short countries, short the dollar, short the pound, short the EU, turn up the volume on all of this crap, and then profit off of it. Piece of garbage. All right, let's get back to the supporters of commies. They're not socialists. They're communists. They're anarchists. They're evil. Here we go.
Fuck your walls. We will make your system fall. No peace. No peace. No peace.
By the way, when they're saying no justice, no peace, I'm just wondering, does that mean they want Justice Kavanaugh in because we're short a justice on the Supreme Court? So no justice. No, they're going to go to the streets unless we get the Democrats stop making it harder for a new Supreme Court justice. Is that what they're saying? Yeah, probably not. All right, here we go.
There's no one. Quit your job! Quit your job! Quit your job! Quit your job!
Okay. Let's see. Quit your job. I'm a slob and a big knob. Why don't you quit your job? Okay. Sean says, Rusty, heard a stat of 43% of millennials quit their jobs after 2 years. Kara says they don't want justice, they want revenge. Yeah. Linda says, you go, Rusty. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. What else do we got going on here? Oh. Did you know that there's a new Dinesh D'Souza movie coming out? Here, I'll play the preview for free. Normally this is what's called a commercial, but let's see what it's about.
Assassinated him. Now their target is Trump.
Let me take it back. Here we go. Let me take it back. Here we go. Go ahead and play.
Lincoln was elected to unite a country and stop slavery.
Okay. Well, that wasn't good. I just was I was trying to play the commercial. It just went away. Let me see if I can find it again. Called Death of a Nation. Death. Here. Let me just, do you mind if I just sit here and type for you really quick? Death of a Nation 2018. There we go. Okay, it's for play trailer. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get a little promo for Dinesh, our good friend Dinesh. Here we go.
Lincoln was elected to unite a country and stop slavery. Democrats smeared him, went to war against him, assassinated him. Now their target is Trump.
America was never great! Slavery, genocide, and war!
Donald Trump wins the presidency.
So help me God.
They say he's killing America.
There will be a vote to impeach.
They say he's a racist.
This was a white lash.
And a fascist. Who are the real racists?
Northern Democrats had conspired together with Southern Democrats to take away the fruit of other people's labor.
Who are the real fascists?
Both Mussolini and Hitler set up and ran welfare states.
This is done by the do-gooders, the liberals, the people who wanted to improve society.
Which party attacks our free speech?
How dare you speak against the Führer!
Our religious liberty and our personal safety. A nation dies when its people are not free. We too must fight for freedom, regardless of the price we pay.
An end in terror is preferable to a terror with no end.
The stakes could not be higher. We're talking about America, the greatest nation on earth. Lincoln saved America for the first time. It's now up to us to save America a second time.
Okay, Death of a Nation movie in theaters August 3rd. looks okay. I like Dinesh. I like his movies. I hate to say it, but that one kind of looks like the last one he just did. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying it looks a little familiar. What's going on with this computer over here? Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Let's see. What do you think? I love it. Do you have a link to this? No, yeah, deathofanationmovie.com. David's watching in Baton Rouge. Deborah is in Fort Worth. Let's see what else we have here. Alice says, hey, here we are without a clue babbling. Oh, hey, here's what. Hey, here we are. Hey, here we are without a clue. Babbling hatred is what we do. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah is what we said with no brains inside our head. All right, that's pretty good, Atlas. I did it wrong, but that's good. That's good. Now, something that brings together classic movie and college is having a birthday. 40 years ago this week. I got to play it. Animal House hit theaters 40 years ago this week. Go ahead, play the preview.
This is Faber College in 1962. You know, 1962 had to be the best year of my life. I was a member of Delta Tau Chi. The Deltas. What a great bunch of guys. Pluto. Hoover.
Raise your right hand.
Pinto. Flounder.
Flounder?
D-Day. Boone.
It's not gonna be an orgy. It's a toga party.
And look at me in 62. The Otter. School was fun in those days. The girl. The party. The friendship. The girls. Of course, we had our problems.
Find me a way to revoke Delta's charter.
You're out. Finished at Faber, expelled. I want you off this campus at 9 o'clock Monday morning. Let's go!
National Lampoon's Animal House, starring John Belushi, Tim Matheson.
Would you go out with me?
And Donald Sutherland as Jennings.
Now, was Milton saying being bad is more fun than being good?
We're all officially kicked out of school. Wormer just got our grades.
They kicked us out of school? Huh. That makes sense.
Hey! What's this lying around? Well, what the hell is supposed to do, you moron?
War's over, man. Wormer dropped the big one.
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
German? Forget it, he's rolling.
And it ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough, the toughs get going. Who's with me? Let's go! Come on! Ah!
All right, now that was a movie. 40 years ago, though, man, I'm getting old. I remember when I saw that the first time, I had no idea who John Belushi was. I was probably in junior high school. Probably too young to go see the movie. And I remember this was before the idea of VCR. Never even heard of VCR. Never been. I mean, I'm sure it was in some, lab or something. But It was a few years before VCRs. And so I had a little cassette deck. And I snuck it into the movie theater. I hid it under my chair. And I recorded the whole movie. Oh, was I slick. That was awesome. Gerald checking in. Hey, Gerald, hi. Leon, hi. Guys, how are you? Timothy, yep, greatest. Gene Wilder, awesome. Let's see. Anything else? More from the protesters? Oh, this is one story. I got to play one. One more story. Kara was 5. Rolly was 14. So Rolly and I are probably about the same age. 27. All right, one more story. This one from CNN. Very interesting story. And the question is, okay, it's a story about an affair. Okay? And the guy catches his wife and sues. And look what the jury did. And so I want you to vote. Yes, I agree with the jury. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. No, I don't agree with the jury. All right, let's play this story. This one's fascinating. Here we go. Rusty Humphries rebellion. Here we go. Watch this.
Jilted husband hits the adultery jackpot. A Texas man, Keith King, caught his wife in bed with another man. And instead of focusing solely on his cheating wife, he sued the other man, and he won a nearly $9 million judgment.
$9 million?
King certainly had evidence to show the judge. Watch as he catches his estranged wife in bed with her lover, Francisco Huizar.
She's my wife, man. She's my wife. That is my wife, man. You're picking him over me. You're picking him over me now.
Oh, that's painful.
King says he lost money because of the affair because his wife worked with him, and that's all Francisco's fault. And thanks to a law called alienation of affection, the judge said, okay. Joining on the phone now is Joanne Foyle. She's the husband's attorney.
$9 million.
Joanne, welcome.
All right, well, we're going to hear from the lawyer in just a second. Okay, so first of all, the wife is smoking hot. The husband is kind of a dork. The affair guy is a complete, I don't know what you'd call him. Denny thinks it's funny. Timothy says, what the heck? All right, Raleigh's bragging that her husband is much younger. Shame on you. You bootlegged a movie when I was... Yes, I bootlegged a movie when I was little. All right, I'm running out of time, so I want you to vote. Is this worth $9 million that she left him for whoever this guy is? Let's listen to the attorney. Here we go.
Thank you.
Why did you ask for $9 million?
Yes, Bill, it's for real.
We asked for the full amount of his compensatory damages, and in North Carolina for punitive damages, which are damages meant to punish and deter that kind of conduct, you can ask for 3 times the compensatory damages. And that all added up to a little over $8.8 million.
Repeated attempts to contact Keith King's wife have not worked. Alleged lover's attorney provided the following statement to CNN. My client became embroiled in a very unfortunate situation. He never sought to air the details of this situation in public, and he remains unwilling to do so now beyond that which was required in court as a result of Mr. King's actions, says attorney Sherry Patrick. Well, of course he doesn't want to have people see it, because I got to be honest. I don't think it's worth $9 million. But that was heartbreaking video. That's my wife. That's my wife. I mean, that's heartbreaking. Mary says, hell no, not worth $9 million. The wife had a part in it too. What's wrong with these people? Sonia says, you play, you pay. Brian says, hope it was good. Well, she was hot. I don't know that she's $9 million hot, though. Alice says, good job, jury. He should have to pay half that $9 million. Gerald's checking in. Hey, Gerald. It did not look like Don Juan there had $9 million hanging out. I'm not guessing that he's going to fork over the whole $9 million, but that's me. People are probably fighting over this story and what's right and what's wrong. You know what you should do? Have my book, 7 Ways to Win Political Debates, Your Liberal Family and Friends, and so keep them as family and friends. Man, this will help you with whatever. By the way, Timothy says it's a waste of our time and money. They're an oxygen robber. Well, have this book anyway. 7 Ways to Win Political Debates, Your Liberal Family and Friends. Still keep them as family and friends. Find out why are you being attacked, how to stop those confrontations from escalating, and how to walk away a winner with your family and friends intact. The book's available at Amazon in paperback, in Audible form, which is the one I like best, where I read it to you, and also on Kindle. Go check that out, okay? Timothy says, we want less government, less nonsense. You know what, Timothy? I agree. However, you got to have some fun in life. And when all you can talk about is politics, there's no fun, there's no joy, and there's no reason to sit around and fight if all we're going to do is just sit around and be political all the time. All right? That's what I think. Israel says, hope he uses the money wisely and doesn't end up like some sad lottery loser. Priceless. Mike says, I said it was priceless. All right, also do me a favor, would you please? Go to Liberty One TV and check out their store. They got some great things, t-shirts and mugs and coffee and a lot of great products there. Support liberty1tv.com. They deserve your support, as does Virtual Shield. It's the fastest VPN anywhere, and if you go to virtualshield.com/Rusty, that's me, you can find out what Virtual Shield can do for you, and then use my name Rusty as your promo code, and you get 20% off. It's a great way to make sure people don't steal your data and your browsing history while you're online. It's very, very important, and it doesn't cost that much either. So go check that out, would you please? Would you also give me some thumbs ups, some hearts, share. Robert's in Washington State. Timothy is there. Blood pressure, thanks you. Thank you, Timothy. Wise words. Thank you, bro. Love your show, Nelson. Thank you, brother. God bless you all. If you don't laugh at life, you'll probably die sad, says Rolly. And Kara says, actually, in a way, it seems like Don Juan was a John Juan. Hey, bunch. All right, share the video. That's it. We'll see what's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I should be here on time, unless I got something else going on. May God bless you, and may God bless America. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I do appreciate you more than you know. I really do. Thank you so much. Liberty One TV, Right Wing News, Virtual Shield. Go support and my book, available at Amazon, Kindle, paperback, all those places. Go do that, would you please? May God bless you. May God bless America. I'm Rusty Humphries, and this is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion.